This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And it's DrinkChamps motherfucking happy hour. Make some noise! And right now, let me just tell you something. I'm so excited, that's first off. But one, not only this man is my favorite boxer, he's my favorite athlete, period. Like, I'm talking about all the athletes I've done. You know, I compare him to Michael Jordan. I compare him to Muhammad Ali. I've had all the arguments in the world. I stood the test of the time with this man. I've seen him since the Olympics. Since him, you know, he was being pretty, and now he's money, and now he's TBE. And if you don't know who I'm talking about the best boxer on the planet. Pound for pound, 5 different weight divisions, bust your ass. Everybody he beat. Then they say he's washed up. Yeah, he washed him up because he washed him up. Then they say they washed. This is the best boxer on the motherfucking planet. My favorite. Motherfucking Floyd Mayweather. Now let's take it because I've been a person who follows your career from the beginning. And let's take it from the Olympics. Olympics is the time that I feel like it created the monster that you are, because I feel like you whipped the guy in the Olympics.
Yes. Brian River was good.
And then they gave him the decision. That was your only time, correct?
Well, we know we on DrinkChamps, so I must have a drink first.
Okay.
You know, as far as the Olympics, I feel like it was a learning experience for me. You know, small learning experience. At that particular time in '96, I was very, very upset.
Wow.
Upset.
Wow.
I cried about it.
Wow.
You know, by myself.
How old are you at that time, right?
19. You know, I cried about it by myself because my dad was in prison, and that's the one that taught me everything. So I cried about it. You know, it was nothing. I felt like it was a learning experience. So then, when I look back on my career, I'm happy that it happened just like it did.
Right.
I'm happy. Very, very happy.
Now, 2 years later, October 3rd, 1998.
No, not exactly 2 years.
Okay.
You know, for 2 years before I became world champion. So it was a year and some change that I became world champion. So it wasn't against Hernandez.
Yeah.
2 years.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's the first title.
So it was 17 fights before 2 years. Then I fought for the title.
Let's make some noise for that. So, right now, I'm bouncing around because, you know, we got to go everywhere. As a matter of fact, Floyd, we don't know if you know, but...
Let me have a drink.
We don't know if you know, but our show is about celebrating people's career. You understand what I'm saying?
And your show's about being real.
Being real.
And that's why, and you know, with me coming on the show, there's no limits. You can do whatever you got to ask.
God damn it, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. But I'm going to bounce around because... Thank you. Because Diego Corrales, right?
Yes.
You remember that, right?
Hell of a fighter, may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. But that's like, I ain't gonna lie, I still never got over the hook that you hit him with. Like when you hit him and he swung a haymaker in Arizona somewhere. Do you remember that?
Well, you know, guys like Diego Corrales, special fighters, because he's a special fighter.
Right.
Arturo Gotti, if you notice something that I don't do, you have never seen me post Diego Corrales on any of my social media pages or platforms. You have never seen me post Arturo Gotti.
Wow.
Because that's very, very touchy. Both of those guys
I respect that.
are no longer here.
Yeah, I respect that.
Two legendary champions.
Right.
And I know they both are going down in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they should.
Even though they're not here.
Right.
They have to be recognized as...
Rest in peace to them both, by the way.
Rest in peace, two tough cookies.
Right, right. Now, okay.
So I don't really want to, because that's real touchy.
Nah, I respect that.
And you know, he got a family.
Right. And they can take it the wrong way.
And actually, his wife, you know, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, she was one of the first people to start that.
Oh, shit.
First people to what?
Start the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay. So now, the fight that to me was the made you a star, right?
Yes.
Was Jose Luis Castillo fight, right?
Yes.
And I remember that fight because you watched him, right?
Yes.
But the people booed you
Because
he was like the quote unquote, he was the man at the time.
Well, the thing is this, even with the first fight when we fought, okay?
Yeah, that's what about the first fight.
The first fight.
Right.
I'm always fighting against everybody. I'm fighting against the fighter,
Larry Merchant.
the commentators.
Media.
I'm fighting against the crowd. And you know, my thing has been the same from the beginning. Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. And Jose Luis Castillo, tough cookie.
Right.
It's just that you have never seen me lose a round. So it's more like I can fight an opponent, I can win 9 rounds, he can win 3 rounds, and they're gonna say, you know what, do a rematch. Or Mayweather didn't win. But I'm used to it. It's more like that my whole career.
But this one was very, very, what's going on, people? So this one was very, very real because this is exactly what the people wanted. You know what I'm saying? The people like when you have a match that's close, so you came right back and you did exactly what gave exactly what the people wanted. And the rematch, you like destroyed this
Same fight though. Actually, same fight.
I think you won by a landslide on the second one a little bit more.
It was just, I mean, even with me going in the first fight, I was hurt.
Okay.
And actually, I think it was the weigh-in was Friday, so Thursday I was shaking out to make the weight because to make 135 pounds, that was for my second world title, and I was hitting the heavy bag, shaking out. I was too close, and the rotator cuff, you know, got fucked up extremely bad. So I was like, fuck it, the kid still got to eat, and a true champion can fight through anything. So I said, fuck it, let's do it.
Wow. Yeah. God bless. Now, you know, Kobe just passed.
Yes.
You know, I think everybody here, let's have a moment of silence for Kobe. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace, Kobe. Goddamn, make some noise.
Real quick, yeah, rest in peace, Kobe, man. They're having the memorial at the Staples Center. You know, the memorial service that Nipsey also had when he passed away. And there was a lot of people that they went over there. Well, the Staples Center holds 20,000 people, right? And there's already this was last night. There was 88,000 people. 88,000 people already, I guess they registered or something or try to register to get in there. 88,000 people. And the Staples Center was made basically to hold 20,000. And there's 88,000 people already trying to get in. This was last night. This was as soon as the that box office open or whatever. I don't know how exactly how that works because I'm pretty sure you got to pay to get in there. I doubt that that's free. You know what I'm saying? Nothing free. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that, man. 88,000 people last night for the Kobe Bryant and Gigi funeral service at the Staples Center. But they could only take 20,000 people. So I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know if the people gonna be outside. I really do not know, man. I would have thought by now they would have done something to the Staples Center where they would have extended it. They would have, I don't know, like just make it bigger somehow. Add another part to the Staples Center. Break something down, break a side of it down and open it and stretch it out to fit like 50 more thousand people. 20,000 people, that's not a lot. I mean, some people might be like, yo, Chosen, that's a lot of people. But in reality, it's not. Especially when you lose somebody famous. But back to the Floyd Mayweather interview with the Drink Champs.
I see you. What was the first reaction you had? You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm still lost.
Wow.
I'm so lost. I mean, I'm not like everyone else. Everyone else is quick to post on social media. I'm not so quick to post on social media as of right now because I don't really know what to say. Because I'm lost. I mean, you could pull up a lot of footage of me and Kobe Bryant talking, having fun, laughing. And actually, I was in Hawaii. I think I went to Bora Bora a few years ago, and I stopped in Hawaii on my way back home. And me and Kobe was there, him and the Lakers. Me and Kobe took me and my security and one of Kobe securities, we took a 3-hour walk and just talked just about life and about just being legends.
Wow.
And, even like right now, like I said before, a lot of people are extremely quick because everything is about instant gratification. Yeah. Everybody wants to go on social media and tell, and if you don't go on social media, then if it's not on social media, then it didn't happen. Right. So my thing is this, don't differ from this. My grandmother, she raised me. My grandmother, she raised me. She passed away last year. I didn't go to the funeral or I didn't post her. Everything is not for everybody. Yeah. So, am I hurt from the situation? Absolutely, very hurt. Think about it. I've been thinking about it all day. Since he passed, Sunday. And it's so crazy that, I have a team that runs my social media pages. So when I want to post, a lot of times what I do, I send a picture, then I go on my memo pad, I type up what I want to type up, then I send it to my team, then they post. Right? And you have to realize, I have a lot of employees that work for me. Even like Girl Collection. So Sunday, Girl Collection is open from Thursday all the way to Sunday. In 3 days, we're closed. So I heard that when we posted, Girl Collection, everybody was going crazy about the Kobe situation. And I'm like, it's people, I love Kobe Bryant. He was my friend. Right. We talked on the phone about just life in general. Right. And even when he was going through the thing when he tore his Achilles, nobody knows that me and him was talking. And I'm the one that was giving him a lot of positive advice because he was going through a lot. So, I got employees that still have to take care of their family. And so I guess when we post about our club being open, everybody says, oh, what about Kobe? What about Kobe? Listen, everybody deal with their pain in different ways. Yeah. And it's more like, if you don't post on social media about someone passing away, then you don't care. That's not true. Right. I'm not like everybody else. That's what makes me so special. Right. And with the Kobe Bryant situation, that's very, very touchy. So when I'm ready to post about Kobe, I will. And if I never post about him, as long as me and Kobe know the personal relationship and bond that we had. All right. That's what's up. Make some noise for that. I'll tell you a quick story with Kobe. Kobe was making an album at.
You know what, real quick, he got a big point about that, real quick, man. Social media has gotten out of hand, man. It's true what he says, man. It's like if you're somebody big and famous, social media automatically looking at you, waiting for your response on pretty much anything that happens in the world, and if you don't say anything, you're basically like a piece of shit, or you don't care, or you a bad person. It's true. Everything that he's been saying so far, Floyd, it's true. That's why I keep it's not in my head. Yes, like it's true. People do look at social media for every little thing. You know.
One point, right? So he was down with Trackmasters and Steve Style.
That's why Steve was on Breakfast with
I don't know if you heard. I did a record with Kobe. So I don't know if you heard it. Like it never came out, but I don't know if it came out. But got bootleg. But anyway, I get to the studio with Kobe, so I'm looking at it. He's a ball player. So I'm like, yo, nigga, let me write your rhymes. And he's like, no. I'm Kobe Bryant. I do everything. And I was just like, I just thought that was just amazing. And then years later, I was drunk at Mr. Childs, and I challenged him to a game of basketball. And he also looked at me like, you're out of your mind. No, he went. That's just who I am, man. Let's make some noise for Kobe Bryant once again, man. So, Floyd, like I said, I'm going to bounce around because I'm really, you have a pause. You have a very long career. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years. As you know, I was a hip-hop.
He said, Paul, you got a very long
I was a
career.
hip-hop star before that, but now I want to be good at my job. So I go and I Google people.
Well, let's say you at right now, your podcast is doing amazing. I want to say congratulations.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. For 4 years, we've been doing this, and I've Googled people and I watch, and I gotta say to you, this is the most fun I've ever had. Just watching you wash niggas up again. Just going back and just watch, because it's this Zab Judah fight, right?
It's never good enough. No matter what, it's never good enough. If I beat a guy like Canelo, and he's out.
Chill, I'm getting there. Chill. I'm getting there. What's going on, my nigga? What's going on? I ain't see you there. That's my man. I got you. I coming on DrinkChamps too. But all right, let me. This is when I knew you was the most disciplined motherfucker in the world. Was the Zab Judah fight, right?
Yes.
I know I'm from New York. I know how New York energy is giving it up. I know how you guys was giving it up. But then it was an incident that happened in the ring. You could have easily participated in this incident, but it was something very smooth you did. You know what you did? You relaxed. You just went in the corner and you did not. And how did you develop that discipline? Because you wasn't fucking up your bag.
My thing is that we can't fuck up the money. We can't fuck up the money no matter what. We can fuck up a lot of things. We can fuck up the club. We can fuck up a house. We can fuck up a car, but we can't fuck up the money.
So you mean to tell me at the minute where your uncle and
I knew a fine was coming instantly.
You knew a fine was coming.
I knew it.
But and not one piece of your thing said, let me go snuff.
I couldn't
Judah real quick.
No. I was already taking care of business.
Okay, all right. You said, fuck that. Let's stay on the back.
My thing was this. We're professionals. I'm not an amateur. This is not a street fight. So when you're a professional and you're a veteran, you got experience.
Wow.
My thing is to take the bigger role and say, I'm going to step aside and wait.
Self-discipline.
When everything calms down, then we get back to doing what we do best. And
he was like that aggressor, like for those couple of rounds. Like,
a hell of a fighter.
Right.
That was for a world title, actually. I don't know which. Let me see. That was I don't know which world title I won. I had so many fucking fights.
Come on, brother.
That could have been that was for the IBF though.
Right.
For the IBF.
Is that something that's a part of you? Because it almost seems like the first 3 rounds you study the person. Like you almost allow yourself to be hit almost a little bit, or allow yourself like. Is that something that you plan, or that's something that?
Start collecting data. You see what he brings to the table. It all depends. My thing is this. I don't have to watch, any footage of a fighter. Because I'm Floyd Mayweather. Everybody got to watch me.
God
damn it. And again, that was hard.
He said he never has to watch another boxer because he Floyd Mayweather. Everybody watches me. Now, he being cocky. He just being cocky. He know damn well that he be watching other boxers before he fights them. Come on. Because first of all, there's always a possibility that you might lose, right? There's a possibility that you might get knocked the fuck out, right? So, trust me, you're going to watch a few of that boxer's fight before you fight him. You're going to watch especially his latest fight. You feel me? Like, Like let's say for example, I know I'm about to go fight De La Hoya. I'm not about to just only train and wait for the day to come to fight De La Hoya. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna train my hardest, right? I'm gonna train my hardest all the way until that day come, and I'm gonna watch De La Hoya's last 5 fights. You know, good four to five fights. I'm gonna watch 4 to 5 of my next opponents' last fights, 4 to 5 fights. Watch the whole thing and study how he does, because that's what most likely he's gonna do to you when that time comes in the ring. So if you can study that boxer, you know what I'm saying? If you can study him real good and you do it official, when that day comes and you in the ring, you're basically like, you know what I'm saying? You could dodge punches before he even throws it. Because you done studied him so much, you already know what he's gonna do. It's like if a boxer is used to doing one of these, right? Uh, jab, jab, and then a hook, and then a stomach punch. If you know, if you get that down pack, right? Jab, jab, hook, and then a stomach punch. You know what I'm saying? You could counter the stomach punch way before he throws it because you already know that's coming. So since you know that stomach punch is coming, somehow you could position your way where when right before he about to throw that stomach punch, you can hit him right in the chin and put him right out. Cause you know that spot right here is what puts you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look that up. I gotta do research. Why is it when you get hit in the chin, it knocks you the fuck out like that? Like getting hit here or in the temple or something would knock you the fuck out. But I seen so many fights where they will get hit like right in the chin and they be knocked the fuck out. It's something with the chin that I don't know that must connect to your brain or something. But I'm talking about they be falling like asleep like a baby.
A fight that was that got weird. It was, you know, I thought you guys was homies at first. Was De La Hoya, right? Because I thought you guys was down with each other at first.
No.
You always didn't like each other.
Well, this was the thing. I was with a company, Top Rank.
What's his name?
Bob Arum.
Bob Aaron, yeah.
You know, Bob Arum, you know, how I feel. Because, you know, lawsuits always come different ways. I'm only speaking for how I feel. You know, I feel like he was taking advantage of fighters for years. A lot of times all we talk about is Don King, Don King. I think Don King gets criticized because he's black. And he's flashy and he's flamboyant. So a lot of times when you
Saying Bob Arum is worse.
the thing is this, you know, just like myself, I feel like I got 3 strikes against me when I go into any situation. I'm black, I'm wealthy, and I'm outspoken. So those are the 3 strikes. So even like, and like I said before, Don King, same thing, flashy, flamboyant, outspoken.
Right.
And so once the world starts to say, you know what, he's a crook, he's a crook. Everybody jumps on the bandwagon to say he's a crook instead of getting to know that person.
Right.
So since Bob Arum does it a quiet way, he's just a quiet crook. He's still a crook.
Right. So you think that's so when did the quarrel start with?
I'm talking about me and De La Hoya.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about it all started with the promoter. I'm sorry, because I jumped.
No.
But like I said before, this DrinkChamps, we jump all over the place.
That's right. Let's go.
So basically, we both had the same promoter.
Right.
Bob Arum had Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather. So he would promote, you know, it was De La Hoya. De La Hoya was the man at that particular
And this time he was with Jay Prince as well?
No. Okay. This is before the Jay Prince. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So when I first signed with Top Rank, I was beating every fighter.
Of course.
And I knew I was going to eventually move up in weight class.
By the way, you never not beat every fighter, just in case you don't know that.
Okay. I knew eventually I was going to have to fight Oscar the Hood. And I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects. You know? And so I said...
but he was the man at the time, though.
He was the man, and very, very fast fighter, but straight up and down. You know, real stiff.
Right.
You know, it just certain things I could see a fight, I like I could beat him. Right. And my thing is this: every time I see any fight, I say I can beat him. So it wasn't nothing like he was doing nothing special. So what happened basically was this: the company was promoting me, and I wanted money put in every place where I was a black fighter being promoted just with the Hispanics. And I wanted to be promoted in the Hispanic area, and I like to call it the black area, but, you know.
Trying to take that little cigarette break. Who's in the building? Who's still here? Old head, Brandon. What up? How's y'all Saturday going, man? How's y'all Saturday going, fellas? What y'all think about the interview so far? Look, man, I'm a big fan of DrinkChamps, man. I'm a big fan of DrinkChamps. Big fan. I love the show. I love it. When I found out about DrinkChamps in the beginning, I said, what a beautiful idea. Because you got to think about it, right? When you're drinking, when you're drinking, people tend to open up. You feel me? People tend to open up and will say things that they normally won't say. You know what I'm saying? They tend to open up or get a little loosey goosey, like I like to say, loosey goosey. So to have somebody on your show drinking and smoking some bud, you feel me? They can say anything, you know? Fuck around and say some wild shit. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now your channel done went viral for a few weeks because this person done went on your channel and said some wild shit. You know? I mean, so far the people that I got heartburn. So far the people that going on DrinkChamps, they've been holding it down so far. Like I haven't seen nobody go on there and act a fool. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, at least. Not yet. Nobody has gone there and done acted a fool or nothing like that. A little bit powder is good. I'm gonna smoke this shit and go right back in. Yeah, but I'm a big fan of DrinkChamps, man. When I first saw that shit, I was like, that shit gonna take off. It's gonna take off. It's Noriega, you know. Noriega's an OG, and again, he been out for mad long. I was like, and he funny as hell, and he mad hyper. Noriega always full of energy, man. Always full of energy. I said, Noriega opened up a podcast named DrinkChamps. It's gonna do good. It's gonna do good. Let me go. Matter of fact, let me go put it back so I could do this other thing. Feed these guys real quick. Y'all look like y'all hungry. Y'all look like y'all hungry. Let me put the show back on.
In the Caucasian women, like to say the urban area. So I'll be promoted in, like I said before, the Hispanics, the Caucasians, the blacks, worldwide. So spread the money out.
And you wore the Mexican shorts too that day. And did you say you was?
I was saying I was single to Mayweather. I was taking over. So you know, I realized, you know, Cinco de Mayo is in May, and of course I'm Mayweather, so it's only right to take over the month of May.
God damn it.
And I take my hat off to, all the Hispanics. No disrespect to no Hispanics.
Yeah, I just think that at that time when you said that, I think you said, you could correct me if I'm wrong, I think you were saying you was wearing the Mexican flag because you was more Mexican than him. And I think you took him out of his game plan.
My thing is this, I'm more than everything than him. I got more money than him. You know what I'm saying? I'm flyer than him. Of course, got more bitches than him. So, so what else is to say? And I beat him.
Right, and you beat him.
And I beat all his fighters.
And then he tried to sick every fighter after you after that. Like, he got a vendetta against you.
You're right. Like, and you know what I did? I clipped all their wins. So I clipped all their wins. Like I said before, man, period. The thing is this, man. No matter what nobody say, man, this period, can't nobody fuck with me, man. I can't be fucked with, and just life. If this is what God wanted, this is what God wanted. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care what you do, man.
Right.
Line them up, and I'm going to knock them all down like bowling pins.
Do you think this is a such thing as going too far when you guys are promoting the fight?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Well, the
so
thing
it's like battle rap.
Well, my thing is this. Battle rap. We get close up on each other. In battle rap, y'all can get close up, say what y'all got to say.
Right.
But then when we get to... We don't gotta touch each other in a disrespectful way because we get paid to do that.
Right.
Now we fucking up the money.
Right.
Because every action has a reaction. You may touch me in the wrong way. Now I react. Now we done fucked up all the money.
Right.
So it was a waste of money to promote this.
Right.
And now we're not getting the big paydays that we do because we done fucked it up. So my thing is this. I'm not gonna go out there and fuck up the money. I can't do it.
You ever took anything personal, because I heard, you and Andre Berto, had a little, personal problems, and that's the reason why you took the fight with him in real life, was just to, is that true?
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah, because I heard something like that. The birds and shit talking.
This is crazy, okay? And they try to say, it's about a female. That's what they try to do. They say it's about a female.
That's what I heard.
What I have to say about this is this. I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. So at the end of the day, and my slogan, I say the same slogan, my man. Bitches is like doorknobs. We all get a turn. So my thing is this, I'm not tripping. So the thing is this, my thing is this. A lot of times, what we like to do is like to say, oh yeah, this and that, this and that. Let them, I always say the same thing, y'all know my slogan. Having one is too close to having none. So, I always got a contingency plan. And for those that don't know, that's a backup plan. So that's what it is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hyped. All right, hold on. So,
Right now.
You gotta realize, I'm gonna give you what you want. This is one of I don't really do interviews.
I know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But let me just say something. This is one of my favorite fights, right? Was because this was the time where everyone said, Floyd, this is it. This guy's Floyd's stopper. It was Ricky Hatton, right?
Yes.
I kid you not. I couldn't believe how the world, I won so much money on this fight. I couldn't believe, the world was really, because they felt like he was a dog, a brawler. And then I watched the fight the other day. You not only knocked him out, but then you knocked him out knocking himself out. Because he hit the ring, boom. And it was I said, holy moly guacamole, this is do you remember that? Do you remember what the critics were saying and things of that when up to the Ricky Hatton fight?
Well, I'm always fighting against the critics.
Right.
We talked about that in the beginning. Real sharp minds, so I always remember.
Right.
So, my thing is this, okay? Ricky Hatton, hard.
Yeah. Hunter, too. He's going forward like a pit bull.
It's only one thing. Smarts. Smarts. Timing. The will to win. See, the thing is this about me in the sport of boxing. I was willing to die doing something that I love. So if you're willing to die to do something that you love, 99% of the time you're going to come out on top. So, just like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan,
Killer instinct.
you know, gotta take the shot, even if you miss.
Yeah, fearless.
You gotta take the shot. So my thing is this, and it's crazy.
Right.
You know, even like I'm saying, like when you just look back at my career, you say who done from the beginning of boxing to now? Who's doing Floyd Mayweather numbers? Who's doing Floyd Mayweather numbers?
No one.
Then you got everybody want to fight Conor McGregor, and I know you're gonna get to that.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so I know you want to get now. Now everybody want to take the Floyd Mayweather route.
Right.
You know, you gotta realize this. I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style.
What is that shit?
And the thing, you know, and the thing is
shoulder
this.
roll. The shoulder roll. I've been trying to do that for
And the thing
25
is
years.
this. I don't care. My dad taught me the shoulder roll. But the thing is this. I don't care. And I'm not talking about my dad. I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. So anytime somebody said it, and somebody said the Philly shell, I mean, my thing is this. I love Philadelphia. You know, I love the city of brotherly love. I love all the fighters. I love the culture, I love the hip hop artists. But at the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
And no one has been able to come close to that defense. No one's been able to come close to the shoulder rolls. Niggas been trying, but they've been getting knocked the fuck out.
Shit is easy, man.
Yeah, but I mean for you. Let me
Second
ask
nature.
Let me ask you something because I remember at times I think I forget what fight it was. I got it in the notes, but I think you took like 8 months off, and then you
I can do that.
yeah. But how is that? How is ring rust? You don't develop ring rust?
Oh, let me see. Is that the one when I took? I
got it.
I don't know what's the thing. I could have took 8 months off.
Okay, yep, it's right here. Until you have ring rust. Marquez.
But don't worry. Did also say I'm the only fighter in history to beat 16 world champions straight?
Goddamn, I don't got that.
Not 16 world champions. 16. I mean, we talking about consecutive.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure.
I
Put that in your notes.
But have you ever was worried about ring rust? Because like for artists, right? For artists, if we don't rhyme, if we don't rap for a certain amount of time, sometimes
Writer's block.
Sometimes you kind of do lose a step or two.
So let me get this right, okay? So Marquez, right?
Yeah.
Is this the same fighter that knocked out?
That was when he beat Pacquiao.
Okay.
You fought him. That's right.
This the one knocked out Pacquiao, right?
Just the one who laid Pacquiao.
Oh man.
Yeah, he put Pacquiao to sleep from December to November.
Hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. And I'm not gonna sit right here and shit on no fighters, because if I shit on every fighter, then it's basically like I fought a bunch of nobodies.
No.
They gonna say that regardless. They gonna say
You know what I do? I always big up my enemies.
But you know what they say? They say I handpicked him.
I can't say that.
All I did is just like this.
You know what it is? You're so good, and I'm just saying this, I say this behind your back, so I'm gonna say it in front of your face. You're so good that you make motherfuckers look like you washed up after you beat them.
I got something better than that.
Okay.
How you become great is you beat a bunch of good fighters.
Yes.
So what I did, I beat a whole bunch of good fighters. That's what made me great. So the thing is this, what these fighters don't do, it's a lot of where they make a lot of mistakes at. I'm gonna talk about the mistakes that these fighters make. I mean, everybody wants to knock everybody out. And once my body broke down, and I could no longer, when my hands broke down, because boxing is wear and tear on the body.
Yes.
People seem to forget I was a knockout artist.
Right.
But you know that I was a knockout artist.
Yes, I remember the beginning. Yes.
But it's not easy to because when I was in the Olympics, I was fighting at 125 pounds, which is in America, but international, we fight at 57 kilograms, which is 125 and a half. So I was fighting at 125 pounds in 96. A few months later, I moved to 130. From 130, eventually I went to 35. Of course, and I won a title at 30, I won a title at 35. I won a title at 40, won a title at 47, and won a title at 54. And I never even weighed 154 pounds.
Wow.
So, and, my thing is really like, I don't really got to toot my own horn. The proof is in the pudding.
So to answer
do
the
your
question,
homework.
with the Marquez fight, you didn't even feel like the ring rust? You didn't even feel like I ain't been in here a minute, like let me get snuffed first?
It was just I was shaking the rust off in the fight.
Okay.
I'm that type of cat.
Okay.
You know, I can shake the rust off in the fight.
All right, because he was a dangerous guy.
The thing is just like in a rap battle, a motherfucker can get better.
Right.
You know, I get better.
All right, got that. Make some noise for that. Got that. Now, I remember this fight. This fight right here, I was in a house full of all non-Mayweather fans. So I was the only Mayweather fan, right? And I don't mind.
I gotta say this though.
Yeah.
How can you be in a house full of people?
Mayweather haters. Let me correct that.
How can you not want to see a black man that beat all odds and made $1 billion?
God damn it.
And made $1 billion. You wanna root against him? Because at the end of the day, follow my blue.
I'm not friends with these people no more.
I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up again. I was gonna say follow my blueprint. I mean follow my green print. You know, you follow the green print, then
I don't even know what that is, but I want to make some noise for that. Money to me.
So the thing is this, and I always, you know, a lot of times before I go to the arena, I listen to different songs. Sometimes my headphone, but the one I really like to listen to is, you know, Biggie. They pray on my downfall. It's not gonna happen. The thing is this, man. Don't go against me. Ride with me.
I respect that.
I'm not going. My thing is that I know how to win no matter what. We can start off. You could be up 1 round. You could be up 2 rounds. You could be up 4 rounds. You could be up 10 rounds. We can be going 12. I'm gonna get to you.
God damn it.
I'll get to you.
God damn. So let me describe what happened. So I was the only Mayweather fan in this, and this is Sugar Shane fight. So was it the second round he hit you with a good shot? Was it the second or the third?
Oh, that little shot, that was cool. That was all right.
That's the first time we seen you buckle up, though.
That wasn't. No.
So you gonna say that?
DeMarcus Chop Corley.
Chop Corley, okay.
He moved a good shot, too.
Okay.
A few guys, he moved a good shot.
Okay.
Sometimes you show it. Sometimes it's going to show. You hit on the temple with a good shot. There's nothing you can do.
Wow.
You know?
Because you've never been to the cameras. Like.
Why shut up?
Why?
Why shut up? You know, I told you before, I'm an artist. I paint on the canvas.
Yo, that's one thing I give it to Floyd, man. Floyd never been knocked out. He never been knocked out. I don't recall seeing Floyd Mayweather getting punched right in the head, falling on that damn floor on that pavement, like he said. Nah, I don't recall that. I know he got hit a few times. He definitely got hit. He got a few good hits in the head, but he never got knocked the fuck out.
I wasn't ready for that one. Holy moly,
You know how it is. Witty like them rappers, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I gotta ask. You know, you and 50, y'all was friends. Y'all was like y'all was like billionaire brothers and shit like that.
I mean, the thing is this. I'm speaking from the heart.
Yes.
I just never understood where all this came from. 50
hate.
Be at my house every day.
It's the hate.
The hate. We go to the boxing gym. We kick it. We hang out.
It's the hate.
We cool. I come home. I went away on a little vacation. I come home, and then when I was on my vacation, I got the newspaper. I seen that it said that he started the TMT promotions. And when I came home, I guess he wanted to become 50-50 part, 50-50, in the boxing business. And my thing was just that I was happy and comfortable with what I was already doing. And I guess he wanted to be a part of, what I was doing. And I said, we friends, we got a great relationship. We can keep it like that, no hard feelings, no grudge. Then one day and then I guess, I don't know if he got upset. One day I just seen on the internet, they was like, look what 50 said. I'm like, he said 50 said something about you. I'm like, no, That's my family. I'm with this motherfucker together every day.
Right. Because at first it both seemed like y'all was just playing around.
So then, the thing is, he said something, of course. I said, oh, I didn't know what was going on. So, I'm a fighter. You shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot back. But then, I can't keep playing the back and forth game because, you know, a lot of times in rap battles, rappers go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And whereas my thing, I'm a fighter. And my thing is just like a promotion for a fight. We talk. If we're not gonna do anything, just let it go.
Right.
So my thing is that was it.
You think y'all could like whatever, like patch it up, like?
I wish everybody nothing but the best, man. My thing is, how can I wish? I'm so blessed, man. I can't wish bad on nobody.
Now, they asked him about 50 Cent, you know, the beef between him and 50. He claims, right, that 50 came out of nowhere with this. This is what he's saying. I'm sorry, but I do not see that. Something happened. Something happened. I don't see that. I cannot see 50 Cent coming out of nowhere and bashing Floyd Mayweather and cracking jokes like how he's been doing for a while now. Something happened that Floyd obviously does not want to say. See, Floyd could have came up with something. But him saying, I don't know, like he was my brother, he came to my house every day, and this happened out of nowhere, that's a red flag for me right there. You just told me right now that you did something, but you don't want to say because you're embarrassed to say because you know you fucked up. You did something to 50, and that's why 50 is the way he is now. You did something to him. I don't know what it was, but you did something. He said Floyd was better off coming up with something, coming up with some type of excuse of why 50 is bashing him. He could have came up with something like, oh, you know what it was? That one day we was at my crib and we was rolling dice and we made it all the way to like a $250,000 and we rolled the dice one time and I said if you roll a higher number than me, you get that money back and he didn't and we had a fight and ever since then it's been about that money and he haven't paid my money. If he would have said something like that, that would have been more believable. But him saying that 50 did this out of nowhere, like, nah, bro. That's a red flag for me. You did something, Floyd. You did something.
I wish him nothing but the best. That's how I am. I don't, you know, like I said before, but I don't really know where. You know, I guess that he could have been upset.
He lying.
You know that
He lying.
we didn't come together and start.
It's all good,
do the
though.
TNT promotion together. My thing is just that
It's all good.
it took me a lifetime to build the Mayweather brand, and you know, in boxing. So me and Al Heyman just working hand in hand. You know, like right now, you know, I got. You know,
you got Richard Schaefer down with y'all too, or no?
Well, Richard Schaefer, I haven't seen him in a while, but you know, we got PBC, and we got Mayweather Promotions. So we got, I think, 300 to 400 fighters that we're working with. So, and it's just like this. It could be, we could have stayed friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never asked him to get a part of G Unit or whatever he was doing. I just thought we just had a genuine friendship. That's what I thought. So it is what it is.
Is there something in that relationship you think that you could have did better, or it's just like
I've been nothing but good to him, man. I'm 100, man. I'm 100. I've been nothing but solid with him. I'm a solid dude, man.
Right.
And he knew I'm a solid dude.
Right.
And I'm not the type. If this man come to my house, my chef cook big meals for us. We sit back, we kick it together. And you know, like I said before, I ain't never had. Then it just come out the blue. Just like me and you just kick it, and I'm right here talking with y'all. And I come do a show with you every day. I come do the show with you every day. Then one day you just go on the blue and just say something like, "Damn, where this come from?"
Nah.
So that's what it was.
Nah.
Well, I wish the best for y'all.
Not even Nori believes it. Not even Noriega believes him.
So, all right, so before we move on, so you saying that Shane Mosley wasn't the best shot you think you ever took? You said
No, I'm saying that Shane hit me with a hell of a shot.
Okay.
Actually, 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
But even in
You
that
give him a
particular
couple.
round, what I said to Shane was this. I was like,
You dead self said something to him when you grabbed
I
him.
said, you gotta kill me.
Oh, shit. I wasn't ready, bro.
I said, that was a good one. I said, that was a good one, but you gotta kill me.
Wow.
I said, you gotta kill me. And did I mean it? I'm not gonna lie. I meant it.
Oh, my God. I wasn't ready for that, Floyd.
You know.
Holy moly. We are celebrating. We are drinking Ace of Spades tonight. Motherfucker, make some noise for Floyd. Motherfucker, Mayweather. Now, you really used to, like, leave the club and jog home?
Oh, yeah. I guess they told you the story.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was young and wild. You know,
So you would go to the strip club and jog?
Like just hanging out?
No, I would go to the strip club before I had my own.
Wow. Now you go to your own shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Still jogging back?
Absolutely. No, not at all. You know, actually, when I was getting ready for, you know, for the Conor McGregor, I ain't really trained. So for the Conor McGregor, you know, fight, I ain't really trained. All I did was do push-ups and sit-ups. Every once in a while. That's all I did.
Yo.
Push-ups and sit-ups. Boxed a few times, hit the bag a few times. Because actually training camp was in different places.
Right.
I would do training camp in Vegas a few days. Like, sometimes I wouldn't go to the gym for a week.
But what is it because you wasn't taking it that
Real quick about that Floyd and Conor McGregor fight part 2. They asked him this question earlier for those who wasn't here. He said that they're just talking about it, but it's not official yet. It's nothing official. It's just talk. But what I got out of it from Floyd is that he's willing to fight him again. And I'm looking at it like, of course, he would fight him again. The reason why Floyd will want to fight him again is because, one, he knows that he's going to win. He knows this already. And two, that's another win on his belt. Even though this guy is not really a boxer, it still goes as a win. So that's another number. I don't know what number he's on now, but he beats Conor again. That's another W, an official W that goes on his record. Plus, he's gonna make like probably $1 billion off of this with pay-per-view alone. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather Part 2. Easy $1 billion he's gonna make more, you know, because of the Mayweather production that he owns. That he says he gets 100%. He gets 100%. That's crazy. That's crazy.
serious, or you just? Well,
I took it serious, but like I said before, I wanted to have some fun in the fight. And I wanted to entertain the people. So, you know, just me with that style that I had, it was entertaining. It was fun. So the people enjoyed it. So you have to give the people a show. So I gave the people a show.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if I wanted to go out there and fuck him up and blaze him right out the gate, I could have did that.
right.
So, but, you know, my thing is this. If I
Cocky,
would did
man.
that, then it would be probably a part 2.
But by you not training, what did you think that was going to do for the show? Just you be a little bit more laid back?
Go back and look at all access. You didn't see me training. You know,
He was definitely bald.
Yeah.
I was
He was in the mall.
I was doing a little bit. I think I shake out a little bit. I may go to the gym like 2 or 3 days, and then I don't go to the gym for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? But I was in shape. But I mean, I wasn't probably in shape like the Arturo Gotti fight. I was in dog shape. Diego Corrales, I was in dog shape. I was running in the mountains. So, you know, certain things, you know, you had to go back to the drawing board. Even like for the Manny Pacquiao, went back to the drawing board, you know, chopping trees. So my dad had me doing when I was young.
Chopping trees.
Yes. Right in front of my
That's
house.
serious shit.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, how bad you really want it?
Right.
Yeah.
So for the Miguel Cotto fight, you weighed in at your heaviest. I think your heaviest was like 151, 154.
Probably so.
Yeah, and so how was that? How
But
was
the Diego Corrales fight.
No, Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto. You know, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I feel sluggish.
I said that. The reason why I say that is, was that similar to Conor McGregor? Was it training like that?
I overtrained.
Overtrained.
I think I overtrained.
Okay.
For.
And that's not good.
Who we talking about shit?
Overtraining can mess you up.
Don't worry, I got you.
You know,
That can mess you
That's
up.
because of the weight?
Probably just I think I overtrained for Miguel Cotto.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good.
And what does that happen when a boxer overtrains? Like, you blow your load too quick. It's like coming fast or something. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know it was this.
Bad analogy,
There was no other way I could compare. I'm sorry. Is it like that?
Whether you nut fast or slow, you still gonna go to sleep. You still gonna get tired. So it doesn't matter. But you know, with the Miguel Cotto fight, just feel sluggish. But I still, I got so much experience in big fights. I got more experience than anybody at fights at the highest level, because no fighter has ever reached this peak.
When they see the bright lights
or reached this height in the sport of boxing.
When they see them bright, you know what the crazy thing is? Someone told me this. They said, watch who your opponent is, because for that night, y'all on the same level. Do you agree with that? It don't matter who you fight, whether you're better or
they on a different level because they get their biggest payday. But me, I'm on a different level, because if I wasn't on a different level, then I wouldn't be on this show talking with you right now. So I'm on a different level, just period.
True.
Because the thing is this, no fighter can go out there and demand $300 million for a fight.
God damn it, Floyd.
So no fighter can do at the live gate. I never seen a fighter do over $70 million for what? 50? It could have been, I don't even know, 16,000 people. I done in under 2 minutes. The fight was sold out, 70-something million.
Damn.
Then I done a McGregor, that sold out in minutes, another 60-something million. So,
Damn.
and, like I said before,
money, man. That's the money, man.
the revenue, you never seen that happen. And no entertainment business. So at the end of the day, I think that when it's all said and done, I'm just real sharp, and I know what I'm doing when it comes to business.
For the McGregor fight, I would think you were overtrained for that because of the risk that people put you in, meaning like saying that, this is UFC. This guy's used to kicking. Did you just feel like you just had the advantage because he couldn't kick, or you just felt like I'm just gonna wash him anyway?
Well, my thing is this: he's known for having a hand game. He's known for having a hand game.
He won recently, right? He just won.
Yeah, he started off boxing first, so he got a stand-up game. So he's known for having a hand game. So, we both are warriors. So let me see what you can do. And we was getting so many pay-per-view buys for the fight. We had to drag the fight. We had to not drag the actual fight, but we had to prolong, the fight. That's why we didn't get in the ring so quick. We had to drag it out a little bit.
Okay. One of the things that
because actually the system crashed because so many people was trying to buy the fight.
Wow. One of the things I asked you earlier was, is it ever going too far, right? Like, is it ever possible? And one thing that I didn't like about McGregor, I think at one point he had said a monkey. He had said something like that.
Yes.
And I immediately went from, this is not funny no more. Like, I went from, like, I get,
It's not entertainment.
That's when racism comes in.
Right.
Well, my thing is this: you always got to be a professional and keep your cool. Because this is this is not $100 business.
Nope.
This is not $1 million business. When you get to this level, this is $1 billion business.
God damn it.
So you have to look and say, you know what? He said this now. Am I going to act a fool? Now, so many of our ancestors died for reacting without thinking. And me, myself, before I react, I must think. So I'm taking my time because, when you're talking racism, this is very, very touchy.
Very touchy.
And you have to be careful.
Be very careful, yes. I respect that.
My thing is this, period. I just said that all the racist, all the racist things that he said, we're not gonna trip. When we get in the ring, we're gonna see if he's gonna be saying the same thing. So, you know, when we got out there, he thought it was a joke, putting his hands behind his back. Said, no problem. I go back to the corner, my dad said, don't worry, just keep pressing him. Keep pressing him, keep switching up when you want to. He gonna burn out. I said, no problem, I got you. I said, because this is what it was. I think an MMA fight is 25 minutes, right? We stopped him.
That's total, right?
Yeah.
Total. So we stopped him 3 minutes after 25 minutes. Because we know he good to fight.
Thing at that
We know he good to fight 25 minutes. But after 25 minutes, we know he's no good.
Now, is this serious? McGregor Mayweather too? Mayweather McGregor too?
Me and Dan have been talking,
Okay.
and I think that me and McGregor, and probably me and Khabib,
Whoa.
and of course, you know, got to be boxing because I'm the A side always.
Right. Got motherfucking right.
You know, just and when we talk about numbers, let's talk about numbers that I've done in pay-per-view.
Right.
I mean, now the Forbes for the last decade came out. We talking about, I think they said I made 916, 915, but I made that only in 5 years, because 5 years I wasn't even active. I wasn't even fighting.
Right.
You know, from 2010 to 2020.
Wow.
I'm truly blessed to do the things that I've done.
Right.
And when I give back, because these are the things that we don't talk about. So this platform that you have, DrinkChamps, the champ need to be able to sit back.
Goddamn.
Sit back.
Whatever the fuck you want to say.
And, you know, drink my coffee. A lot of people say sip the tea, but I want to drink my
Yeah,
coffee.
drink your coffee.
And drink my water and talk about just different things. Whereas I've been giving back to the American people for years, but you never hear about it.
Right.
And I don't want to broadcast.
You're not exploiting it.
I don't want to broadcast and tell people about that. As long as I know that I'm doing a good deed, as long as God know I'm doing a good deed, and God can see me doing that good deed, and the American people that I'm.
You know, about that part about him helping out the people and giving out money, I believe him. I believe him because not everybody records himself giving out money to the homeless or, you know, on Instagram, like, look what I'm doing today for the people. Jay-Z been giving out millions and millions and millions of dollars since his whole career. Jay-Z, like, done gave out millions and millions. And he never went out there and said, look, I done did this, or look, I done did that. His wife, Beyonce, don't go out and say, look, my husband did this, my husband do that. So there are celebrities that they do help and they give out a lot of money and they don't care about what people think or care about the world knowing, you know. But I also heard that a lot of celebrities, they give out money to charity and all of this stuff and for people to go to college and all of that because it's also a tax write-off, right? It's I don't know how this works because obviously I'm not rich, right? But I've heard that there's a certain way that you could give out a lot of money and use it in your taxes. So when who's it called? Uncle Sam? So when Uncle Sam comes to collect his money, he doesn't take that much from you because suppose, you know, you done gave out this amount of money to charity events or to, you know, or to normal people out here or whatever. But mostly it be charity events. It gotta be something that's in paperwork. You feel me? You can't just go out there and give a random person that wants to go to Montclair $1 million. Like, nah, it don't work like that. It gotta be through a certain system. Like, you know, like I said, a charity event. It gotta be some type of event that's documented. So when you do your taxes, I heard this is a way that a lot of rich people do this so the Uncle Sam don't take as much. They're still gonna take a lot, but not as much. Something like that. I don't know exactly how it is, but something like that. It's a game. It's a game, man. They know how to play it very well. You know.
Doing it for is happy. I'm happy with that. Where everybody, I don't have to get on social media. Look, I'm feeding the people today. Or I'm giving the people money today. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. And that's why I feel like I'm keep being blessed, and I'm gonna keep getting blessed and keep being blessed because of the things that I'm doing. Because I'm giving back to the people that deserves it.
That's what's up. Let's make some noise for that. Now, what made you switch from HBO to Showtime? Because at one point it felt like every time I turned on HBO, it was your channel. So I would have never thought. Like I would have never thought you would have left HBO. Like
let's not say switch, because it's basically like I stabbed him in the back. I didn't do that. No, we're not gonna say that. This is what happened.
It's business.
No, after when people don't know this, after my last, when I got my first deal, with HBO in the 90s.
Okay.
Oh wait, probably somewhere in the late 90s or the early 2000s. I think Chop Corley was my last HBO fight. Actually, nobody knew that I was just on a fight-to-fight.
One-offs, like one-offs.
Yeah. I was fighting. I was fighting on a fight-to-fight basis with HBO.
Wow.
For years.
Wow. That's what we do with certain companies. You gotta relax.
You gotta relax.
So then once I took my vacation, I came home. So I said, I went to HBO and said, this is the deal I need. And the deal was the biggest deal in sports history. And I'm not trying to knock Canelo because he's out there talking about he got the biggest deal. How can you have the biggest deal? How can Canelo have the biggest deal?
And he lost to you?
No. How can you have the biggest deal right now if you talking about your deal is for $300 million and I made $350 million just in one fight? So I'm trying to find out if you got a $333 million deal or a $300 million deal, and you're fighting on an app. It's crazy. So his deal Canelo deals works like this. If they say he's going to get $20 million for a fight, and his opponent is going to get $5 million, that means Canelo is getting $15 million, and his opponent get $5 million out the 20.
Out of his 20.
So he's not. So my thing is this: whatever I tell you I'm going to get, that's why y'all see I go out there and post what I'm getting. I post my checks. So when I post my jet, it's my jet. When I post the cars, it's my car. When I post those mansions, it's my mansions. So when I post an $18 million watch, or when I got a $2 million watch.
Jeez Louise, let me see you.
I mean,
let me see. Look
under the bottom. Look under the bottom. It's a one.
I'm right back. Don't worry about
it. Look under the bottom. It's a one-on-one.
What is this? I don't even know.
Jacob.
Rainbow Tourbillon.
Oh, this is Jacob.
Yeah, Rainbow Tourbillon.
Yeah, I never even heard of this before.
Look under. Let him know it's a one-on-one.
Show it to the camera.
Holy guacamole. And
Tourbillon movement.
And it's heavy as shit.
So you paying $1 million all factory. You paying $1 million just for the movement.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn. $1 million.
I'm glad I know you, man.
So basically, we're gonna get back. So we talking about Canelo.
That's one thing too about Floyd. Nobody stunt like Floyd stunt in his jewelry game. Nobody. Floyd got a freaking watch that is worth, I think he just said 18 million. He got a few watches that are worth 2.5 million. He got cars that are worth 3.5 million. Like, nobody blow money like Floyd does.
And his fake deal.
Okay, but the thing with Canelo.
But we gotta go back to
the HBO deal. Yeah,
HBO deal. Basically, this is what happened.
Yes.
I basically told HBO, this is what I need.
Right.
And they said, nobody's gonna give you that deal. I said, HBO, when I told you guys a long time ago that I was gonna be the biggest fighter that you guys ever had, you guys doubted me. And then when I kept telling you guys, you said, you know what, Floyd, you're right. Then I said, yo, the show that I created, 24/7.
24/7.
You know, then I got an Oscar. You know, I got an Oscar
Kind of a
for the show.
Yeah.
And
is it the same voiceover guy that was on there?
I don't know.
Different voiceover.
But
you don't even watch your own shit.
I don't know if he's
That's how rich he is.
I don't know if it's the same guy, but
You
remember,
guys stupid,
I told him this is
man.
the deal I need. This is the deal I need. They didn't give me the deal. I kept going to him and said, let's make this happen. Then I said, if we don't make this happen, you know how big I am. I'm colossal. Y'all must don't know. So I went over to Showtime and made Showtime the A side. And when I made Showtime the A side, and HBO Boxing is now off TV.
Wow.
It's not doing good.
It's off TV.
I can't even see boxing no more. That's why I used to see boxing. It's on HBO.
Because you remember HBO being the A side until I went to Showtime. And then once I went to Showtime, HBO became the B side,
Now,
and
Danny
Showtime
Garcia
became
and them niggas went to
the
Showtime.
A
Everybody going to
side.
Damn.
That's really true.
So Floyd, the reason why HBO fell off of boxing.
Like I said before, what I'm doing like right now, I'm out there creating fighters, creating monsters. That's what I do.
So, I just didn't see that move coming. So look, are we ready?
So Floyd is the reason HBO.
Showtime and CBS gave me
Floyd
the
is
deal.
the reason
And
HBO
they
ain't
said,
doing boxing no more.
You can write your own checks. So when I went over
Because he did a deal with Showtime that was so much money and they did so good that Showtime just basically took over the boxing world as far as pay-per-view and wiped out HBO right out of it. So that's why we don't got HBO boxing no more.
For $750,000.
Floyd Mayweather is the reason of that.
The McGregor, the Pacquiao, and the Canelo fight, I made $750 million just with those 3 fights.
Damn. 750 million in 3 fights. Big, that's big, man.
Jeez Louise, Mama Cheese. She got real. Yo, Has, you got the timer?
You got the quick time with slime?
Quick timer slime. Y'all ready? Now, this is just, you say one or the other. This is quick timer slime. Rapid fire. Has, you ready? Let me see you.
Uh-oh.
You say one or the other. I'm going to give you 2 choices.
One or the other.
Yeah. Whichever one you want. Quick answers. Has, you ready? I need to see you. Oh, all right, cool. Nigga, come on. Boris, you kind of big. All right, you ready? Yeah. Right. Ready?
Yes.
Pernell Whitaker or Marvelous Marvin Hagler?
Pernell Whitaker.
Gucci or Louis?
Louis.
Barack or Donald Trump?
Barack.
Cash or credit?
Cash.
Kendrick or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
Knockout or decision?
Knockout.
Both.
I like that.
Just win.
Light skin or dark skin?
Light skin.
Dark.
Power or empire?
Power.
Tyson
Empire.
or
Ali.
Denzel
Tyson.
Samuel Jackson?
Both.
Samuel.
Jesus. All right, so hold on.
You did a stint with WWE too, right?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
You snuffed the big show.
My thing is this. See,
Because you made his nose bleed for real. Did you really snuff it?
No, my
Did
thing
you
is this.
slip and stuff?
I did that, but y'all gotta realize I'm outside the box.
Right.
So I'm real, man. I take chances. That's how you build your fan base. I take chances. I didn't mind going on Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I am as a man. I didn't mind doing that. I didn't mind going on WWE. You know, you gotta realize when I went on Dancing with the Stars, I picked up some M's. When I went on WWE, I picked up some M's.
I bet he did.
I don't mind being outside the box and taking chances because at the end of the day, people know what I do for a living. You know what I'm saying? I kick ass. That's what I do. So, just like I had the Dancing with the Stars shoes on, I was doing Dancing with the Stars when I was training for Ricky Hatton. You seen the results?
This guy crazy.
That was a beautiful day because because you know what? Everybody thought you was like money hungry for doing Dancing with the Stars. People thought you needed money or something like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
What you gotta
say
realize,
that.
the thing is, people is crazy. It's more like,
Yeah, they recorded.
Yeah, that's crazy.
they don't say nothing about the Waltons, when they still picking up money for, it's still doing more Walmarts and more Walgreens.
Right. Like they need it, right? But they just doing it.
You know what I'm saying? But just because, I may fight it like, oh, he need money.
Right.
I don't need no money because at the end of the day, I was smart. I made smart investments.
Right.
So I make millions every month for the rest of my life because I made smart investments. But the thing is this. If I still get, the twos and fews. When they want me to make an appearance, I'll pick up. If I'm here and I'm just sitting in my room, they say, Floyd, come down to the club and pick up 30 or 40,000. Yeah, absolutely. Go pick up a quick bag and, that's some gas money for my check. Why not?
It's true. It's true. Why not? 40 grand.
Let's talk. All right, holy smoly. All right. So, all right, we're going to get into the Canelo thing because I felt like, and this is my opinion.
The Canelo that's trying to fight like me now?
Yes, but this is my opinion. I felt like Oscar knew that he can never get back in the ring with you. And I felt like this was his way of getting back at you. Was this new, young, raging bulldog.
So let me get this right.
Yes.
The Canelo that I built up, the one I used to fight on my undercard always.
Oh, shit.
And then thought he was on my level to face me. Right? Then, when I was young and I was beating guys that was older, not quite my age, but let's say when I was 21, if I fight a guy at 30, they say he's over the hill. But when Canelo was I think 22, and I was close to, 36, 37.
Yeah, I think he was 24, maybe.
No, I don't know what he was. I think he could have been like.
Yeah, he was young.
He was in his prime.
Prime time.
So if he was in his prime, then they said, Mayweather, you got too much experience for him. So like I said before, I can't satisfy these people. These people ain't never happy.
Right.
No.
Right.
So it is what it is. I mean, Canelo, but he's a hell of a fighter. But let's talk about. We're talking about he's a hell of a fighter, but also talk about it. I'm the first one to talk about random blood in your intestine for sports, period.
He was gonna go there.
I'm the pioneer of saying this about sports, period. And once again,
against my man, what's his name?
Canelo.
Triple G.
You see Canelo? It came out. And ever since I talked about
Against Triple G, right?
No, the thing is this. When I talk, I'm the pioneer of.
Right.
Because I was the first one to talk about random blood in your intestine.
What's the shit? Geico? Geico was what is it called?
I don't know who that is.
Geico? Some shit.
No, USADA.
USADA. Yeah, I was close.
So it's USADA. When I talked about random blood in your intestine, I said I have to do it also.
Right.
To show the world that when I'm going out there competing, I like to be on the even playing field.
True.
To let the world know that nobody's on my level when it's an even playing field.
Right.
Now, if you cheat, anything can happen. But on an even playing field, I will always come out on top. So, with that being said, you look up Lance Armstrong, Canelo, and the list goes on and on about athletes that's been cheating.
Been accused of cheating or been proven?
No, been proven too.
It's been proven.
Oh, with Canelo. Oh shit.
It's been proven.
Lance Armstrong.
And then Canelo talking about it was the steak that it was the meat that he was eating. The steak. So okay, now you eating. I guess you're eating steroid cows or enhanced cows. Man, these boys kill me.
Oh my God. Now, which my next question is, that's crazy. My next question, it literally says 2015 against Manny Pacquiao, Pac-Man wouldn't take the test. This is literally what it says. Look, that's as in my notes.
What?
Pac-Man wouldn't take the test.
What?
What did you feel when? And I know he had a defamation lawsuit.
Oh, you know how these boys is.
Yeah. I already know. But so the cleanest we could keep it. What did you think when they said we're gonna face Manny Pacquiao is gonna go down, and you said I want drug testing, and then they opposed to that?
The world said I was scared. The world said I was scared, and it's crazy. The world said I was scared. They talking about, Mayweather scared of Pacquiao. Mayweather scared of Pacquiao.
Because you wanted drugs.
I'm older than him.
Yeah.
I'm 2 years older than Pacquiao.
Right.
So I think I was 38. He was 36. I could be 3 years older.
Did you think he was on it because he was running around like a rabbit at one
I'm
point?
not gonna even say that because
He said he was running around like a rabbit.
Yeah, all right. I don't want to say
I just want to say this to the world.
Yeah.
Now, it's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys. To me, it's amazing. I guess he's just blessed. You know, I don't want to say nothing because, like I said before, these broke fighters go out there and try to sue.
Right.
Yeah.
And, because they know I'm still sitting on the throne and I'm still sitting on that bag.
Right. How about like when you hear stories like Margarita when he had the plaster?
Same thing. They said I was scared of Margarita. They said that
But you knew Margarita was cheating?
I didn't know, but obvious.
That was proven?
No, yes,
Yeah?
it was proven.
Cold one.
It's obvious.
Cold.
God was talking to me because I never took the fight. I never took that fight. Something told me, and I wasn't scared. I said the fight would happen in due time, and he got caught cheating. Basically,
Against Miguel Cotto, correct?
Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley,
And in that same fight, he got caught cheating. When they caught him cheating, they made him re-rap, and he got knocked out that fight. Shane Mosley knocked him out, I think, and won the world title. And then when I fought Shane, I told Shane, guess what? I'm gonna beat your ass, and I don't even want your title. Keep your belt. So I smoked Shane and let him keep his belt.
Wow.
So a lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
I beat Shane.
I didn't know that. I knew everything.
And that was he was world champion. He was the WBA world champion. I let him keep his belt.
Yo.
You know how I don't flinch. I'm Mayweather. I ain't scared of nothing.
I flinched, nigga.
I got you.
Holy moly, yo. So, all right, I gotta ask this too, cause I'm bouncing around. And this is a rumor. I think it was All-Star Weekend in Vegas.
Yeah.
What was it? It's one of my favorite places. Not Jackson Hole. Fat Burger.
Oh yeah,
In
Fat Burger.
Vegas.
Fat Burger.
And they say you and T.I.
Yes.
I don't know if they say the T.I. snuff deal. I don't
Uh-oh, the T.I.
My
question.
thing is this.
Okay.
My thing is this. I just tell men like this. If you feel like your woman is a trophy, she should be at home on the shelf. Period. Trophies sit on the shelf.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, he said to T.I. He said to T.I., if you feel like your woman is a trophy, she should be at home on the shelf. You know what he just said by that, right? You know what he said by that, right? He basically just told T.I., keep your woman in check, bruh. Because your lady, your wife, is out here moving loosey-goosey. What is she doing in my crib? What was she doing in my mansion with another friend? Why is she at my house? That's your wife. Why was she in my house, in my mansion? What was she doing with me? That's your wife. And he's right. He's right. He is right. He's right. He's right. T.I., bro, your wife should have never been in no man's crib. No man, not even if it's your friend and your best friend. You feel me? And it would have to be like, I don't know, man. I guess it depends on the certain circumstances. I don't know. Let's say if you locked up and they trying to get you out of jail or something, that's something different. But this ain't had nothing to do with that. You wasn't locked up. You was fine. Your woman was out here bouncing around and ended up in Floyd crib. And they were touchy that whole night. Bunch of pictures of them real close to each other. Man, that's very disrespectful. I always said it, but when I saw that, I said that was bad. Let's see what else he gonna say.
So, and that's just me. Everybody know that if you violate, I'm gonna demonstrate. I'm a man first, and I stand on what I believe in. And I tell everybody this, I tell the world this. I'd rather for you to hate me for being honest than love me for telling a lie. No, if you think, if y'all think that, you know, that somebody done something to Floyd Mayweather,
Right.
yeah, don't forget now, I'm a gentleman always.
Right.
There's no different from when I'm selling the fight, I'm there to sell the fight. But when I'm hanging around my friends and we have a disagreement and we arguing, just because I gotta hang in, I'm gonna fight my friends. We gonna argue, and if we're not getting along, it is what it is. We're just having a difference. But my thing is this: I get paid. You know, like I said, if I get paid to kick ass, and I'm the best at what I do.
God damn it. Yes, you are.
Hands down.
God damn it. Yes, you are. God damn it.
Capital G, capital O, capital A, capital T.
God damn it. God damn it.
Yo, Noriega's the best hype
Thing is
man.
this. You know, a lot of times it's just like this. A lot of times we worry about the wrong thing. See, a lot of times we can worry about going out there, you know, go out there and making a hit song. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. I don't have to do no shows. I don't have to do no shows, no fights, no nothing. I can sit back. My money come every week until the casket drop. Because I was smart and I was sharp. And it's so crazy how, you know, these artists, they you know, they claim to be pro-black some days. Some days they want to be what's the big drug boy? Some days they want to be Frank Lucas. Then some days they want to be Frank Lucas, and they want to be Malcolm X. Then they want to be Huey P. Newton.
I thought he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna say Rick Ross, because he was actually cool with Rick Ross.
It's just like this.
With Freeway,
Even
Ricky
like
Ross.
with the Gucci situation. If you go back and look on my social media page, I never said no one particular name. I never said that. I'm just talking about in general. We are able to wear whatever we want to wear. We can wear. If nobody is buying my clothes, let me. It's my prerogative to wear what I want to wear. So then you go make a song. I guess it said, "Fuck," you know, the NIGGA. Right? I guess this is a song that, you know, Clifford made.
Okay.
So when Clifford makes the song about me, myself.
Oh, I didn't know about this guy.
So I'm all like, okay. 1 minute is we for the people.
Salute Divine.
Fuck the NIGGA. Okay, I said, okay, that's cool. You don't, it's, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this and do that. I just had a big fight in Atlanta, right? Guess who showed up to now you're supporting the man that you claim supporting Gucci. So now you look like a hypocrite. So why are you at my event?
Word.
I don't get it. But guess what? I'm gonna always wish my people nothing but the best.
Respectful.
But the thing is this, I don't know where. See, these artists, a lot of artists think that the same way, and no disrespect to no rappers, how rappers beef, basically like they used to say back in the day, because I've been around since back in the day, beefing on wax. You know, they say something, they say something, they say something, they say something. You got to realize this. A life is nothing to play with.
Right.
And when you say stuff like, I pull up, that's a threat.
Right.
So when you say that, that's a threat. Now you got to realize that's a threat.
Okay.
And you got to realize what type of money I got.
Right.
You know, I got loan money. So when you got loan money, you can make anything happen. But guess what? I'm not with hurting my people. I'm not with that because, like I said before, I'm not going to go out there and risk fucking my hands up when I get paid hundreds of millions for fucking my hands up.
Word.
So, like I said before, and see, me, myself, and I really mean this when I say this. A lot of times we're worried about the wrong thing. Don't worry about me. A lot of times men like to check, a man get mad at a man. You know what I'm saying? When a man should be checking his better half.
Yeah.
You know, like my thing. You don't never see me trip. If a man, like I said before, I'm a king.
Right.
I'm a king. I eat a feast every day.
Right.
When I get up, y'all can have it. Have whatever y'all want. And like I said before, I got a lot of problems. But money and bitch ain't one of my problems, and everybody know that. Even though that's two things, I gotta still say one because it sounds better.
God damn. Now, I'm switching around, bouncing around. Now, the Victor Ortiz, you remember that, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
At some point, he elbowed you. Was it elbow? Then he headbutted you? It was like a double whammy, right?
Double
Or
whammy.
was it a headbutt?
It was actually, I probably got a mark. I had a mark. I probably got a glue. I think I got my lip glued shut under the bottom. So it was a headbutt that split me open.
Okay, so take us through that moment, right? Because he did a dirty move to you. And then he tried to say it's all good. And then you showed him something different. Protect yourself at all times.
My thing is, who put us in that situation?
He did with the
Once again, they try to say I'm wrong, but how do we even get in that type of situation anyway?
Yeah, he had one. He did that. And then I think he tried to say sorry, too. I think he tried to say sorry. He was like, yeah, come here. And he was gone.
Like I said before, every action has a reaction.
Right.
I just reacted.
Right. Did you feel anything by that? Or did you feel like, fuck it, he got exactly what he deserved? That's what I kind of felt. Now I know Victor Ortiz is cool, but I felt like that's what he kind of deserved. Like, you play dirty, you got to fight dirty. You made your bed.
It is what it is, man.
Right.
I forgot I even clipped that kid. I clipped his wings too.
A lot of niggas wings.
Yeah, shit, yeah. But I fuck with him. He alright.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing new.
Okay, you remember Felipe Garcia? You knocked him out 3 times?
Felipe Garcia.
Yeah. See, I was watching all type of videos of you.
Felipe Garcia.
I got videos I know you don't even remember. Yeah. I was
In the same round?
What did somebody say? Huh?
Let me see. Felipe Garcia, what?
Yeah.
Tell me what did it take place at? Let me see. Felipe Garcia.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You got highlight reels for days. Do you go watch your own shit?
My crew be watching all the time, so when they watch it, I like to look sometimes, and I'm a critic of myself because I always feel like I can get better. So any fight that I fought in, it wasn't good enough.
What?
I mean, that's a champion mentality.
It wasn't good enough. It's never good enough. There's always room for growth. So that's why I love my dad. I love my dad because that motherfucker brilliant.
Right.
He's brilliant. And even though a lot of times we had our ups and downs,
right.
I was young. You live and you learn.
Right.
And he only wanted the best for me.
Right.
But he didn't want to let me grow as a man.
Right.
But he let me grow as a man. He actually seen things my way. I knew what I was talking about.
Right.
So now he don't really. We got a great relationship.
And how's Roger?
He's not doing too good, but I take care. I make sure that he got the best care service.
Right.
Every month. It doesn't matter. It costs a not to me, but to anyone else. Right. It costs a pretty penny, but he's worth it.
Right.
I don't care what it costs. It could cost me $100,000 a month. I'll pay it.
God bless. And if you was to go back to the ring, who would be the person holding your mitts? Besides your partner?
Boxing is really, boxing is a little bit everything. You got to gotta have a good chin.
Right.
You gotta have a heart. You gotta have that iron chin. Gotta have a smart mind. So gotta have a little bit of everything. But you know me, man. I'm a dog with no fleas. They can't fuck with me, man.
Who you looking? Who you looking for right now?
Who I'm looking for, like far as what?
Like as far as boxing, like just somebody you
To fight or just somebody to
fan?
fan?
Maybe not to fight.
It's a lot of fighters out there. Even the fighters under, like I said before, under the
Earl Spence.
hell of a fighter.
Okay.
So you remember, I'm the first one that said he was gonna become world champion.
Keith Thurman.
Hell of a fighter.
Okay. Danny Garcia.
Hell of a fighter.
Okay. If you wanted to pick one fighter that you fight to come back, boxing, not MMA.
I'm a businessman. So you can't do that to me because I already proved to the world that I was the best. So you can't do that. You can't put me in that position because you know what? I proved to the world for 20 years that I was the best. 20 years straight. World champion 20 years.
Just like Michael Jordan did, but they would still compare Kobe. They would still compare LeBron.
I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's a team sport. But
Yeah.
we talking about, and you got to realize this.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing away from nobody. Like I love LeBron James. But when we talking about athlete of the decade, that's me.
Right.
But that's me hands down.
No, I respect that.
Because how can I dominate? I dominated from, and I'm still active, basically.
Right.
So we're talking about from 1996 to 2020. You know what I'm saying? And I never received athlete of the decade at the top in Forbes, and I'm my own boss.
I never received rap of the decade neither.
No,
No, I'm fucking
I'm saying,
with you. I'm fucking with you.
no Gatorade behind me, no Sprite behind me,
Damn.
Oh, wow.
no Nike behind me.
I ain't keep it like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? You gotta realize these are billion-dollar companies.
Wow.
And we like to call it placement. So if they paying, you get what you want if you're paying enough.
Right.
But we going off just honestly, I'm the athlete of the decade.
No, that's
of the last 2 decades, actually.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect
And guess what? And then I'm gonna take my hat off to LeBron James.
Right.
He's the dog.
Right. But so you say you don't got a Sprite deal? You never had?
I don't need a Sprite deal.
But you used to rock Nikes at one point.
I wear everything.
Oh, but that's not like an endorsement deal.
No. You see me wear Reeboks.
Yes. Okay.
You see me training Reeboks.
Okay.
And of course, if I put on anything, I'm gonna get a check. Whatever I wear, I'm gonna get a check. Period. Cause that's just me. You know, like I said before, it's all about working smarter, not harder. I'm gonna get a check regardless. You know, it's no different from this. When I wear Hublot on my trunks,
I'm about to say, yeah,
Hublot they probably cut a check for $8 million. You know, they probably cut a check for $8 million. See that? Because the thing is this: a lot of people settle for less. I'm gonna go get what I have to go get.
Word.
I'm gonna go get it. I have to. You only got one life to live.
Word.
So I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna have to give me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You ain't gotta shoot a number at me, because I'm gonna shoot a crazy number at you.
Right. So being that you beat every boxer in this generation, what do you think would happen if you fought Tommy Hitman Hearns? Somebody like that. This is just what is it called? Hypothetical.
The thing is this: he can dish it, right? He can dish it out. Motherfucker got power. Motherfucker got good boxing skills and all that, right? But the thing is this: when you're not able to hit the target, now you get tired.
Right.
And we already seen that he's been clipped in 3. He's been clipped before. So anytime you match, there's no green print on how to beat me. There's a green print on how to beat him. And I got to tell the world, like I said before, the Floyd Mayweather, you know, how we do, we call it the green print, the money print, basically. So everybody else calls it the blueprint. We call it the green print.
He said there ain't a green print on how to beat him. There actually is. If you think about it, he just revealed one of his strategies just now. If you peep game, he just revealed it. He just revealed it just now if you peep game. His strategy is to box you out, right? Have you swing a whole bunch of punches. Try his best, of course, not to get hit, right? Gets you tired. Tries to get you tired. So by the 8th or 9th round, he then slowly starts to put in more of his energy around the ending of the fight, trying to beat you now by points, because Floyd is not trying to knock you out. Floyd doesn't want to knock you out because it's not that easy knocking somebody out. Cause you gotta to knock somebody out, you gotta get that right punch. But a lot of time you need that good haymaker, and that haymaker takes a while to land or throw, and you could get hit, counter or whatever. And he knows this. One of his strategies is that it's tiring you out, get you to throw 1,000 punches, 1,200 punches to get you tired. Once he sees that you getting tired, then he starts kicking up a little bit more energy. Floyd doesn't give all his energy in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, all the way until maybe like the eighth or ninth round. Then he starts to kick up more energy around the end. Well, because he knows that it is only gonna go to 12 rounds. He knows this. So Floyd prepares himself for up to 15 rounds. Even though there's only 12 rounds, Floyd is prepared to go 15 rounds. He prepares himself. He always been like this. That's why he doesn't really get tired when the 12th round comes. You never really see him get tired. But the other fighters, they do get tired because they're trying to win. They're trying to knock him out. They're mad because he's undefeated and they want to be the first one to knock him out, but they can't because he's running around all over the ring, getting your ass tired because you just swung over 1,000 punches. That's his strategy. If you focus on his strategy and try to build off of his strategy and work off of his own strategy that he uses against you, that's the only way you can beat him. But nobody, I don't know why none of these boxers that fight him think like that. I be thinking some of them be getting paid to lose. I'm not going front.
There's no green print on how to beat me. Period. But once, like I said before, there's a way to beat him. Because you go look, if you got one loss, you lost because there's a way to beat you.
Right.
If I ain't got no loss, no matter what you say, oh, he won a round, that's not good enough.
Right. It's real shit.
So in your mind, you don't rate anybody as your fiercest opponent that you fought. I feel like you don't. Like if you beat
Word,
them,
right,
done.
Devon?
You don't rate them, do you? Do you have anybody as your fiercest opponent?
Like what you mean, like fierce?
Like whoever was the toughest to beat. In your mind,
Like
you
was
feel like
Madonna?
this is the dude.
Well, but a lot of times it's me. It's up to me.
Right.
I can make things tough on myself. A lot of times. Well, a lot of times I can stand toe to toe when I really should be moving. So, and remember, if a guy win a few toe to toe rounds, if he win a few toe to toe rounds, then they be like, yo, he won the fight. But then when I'm
used to you losing a round period.
yes, and so if I'm moving around a lot,
Right.
because the name of the game is to hit, not get hit.
Right.
Because when you hit and not get hit, you keep all your faculties. You're still sharp. You make smart investments.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? And
You
you're able
see?
to communicate and run around with your family and do things in a positive, a great way, and you got a great mind.
Right.
Whereas you look at certain fighters. Muhammad Ali gave boxing his whole life. And then when his career is over, he can barely walk and talk. And I didn't like that. That hurt my feelings.
Right.
That's
You see
true.
that now with football players with CTE.
That's true.
And CTE has to be something that's consistent in boxing.
Yes,
as
it
well.
has to
It
be.
has to be, yeah.
It has to be. And, still to be, my age and still be sharp, still have all my faculties. And I'm being honest, I think the best thing really about just me and my career was just what I did on the outside of the ring. How I changed the whole sport of boxing, the whole dynamics of the sport.
Right.
And you gotta realize, even like how just the whole hip hop world, like when I fight, the world stops.
Yeah, how it's marketed. Yeah.
It stops. I'm a marketing genius to do the things that I've done. I took 24/7 and gave that to HBO, went over to Showtime with all access.
All access.
And then I said, you know what? I created that show. This is all access. I have to be executive producer.
Right.
Right.
And you go out there, you look at my fights. I got 50 fights. Guess what? I own all 50 fights.
Yeah.
That was the most interesting thing about boxing to me is like a 24/7 to all access, because no matter who the person is, they have to make this boxer seem interesting. Meaning like the boxer is from Grand Rapids, so the boxer is from whatever. You showed them.
Create the story. Right.
Yeah.
So you follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that something you created, like totally, or that you had a team?
I'm not gonna sit right here and say I've done everything by myself.
Right.
You have to have a team. Right.
My thing is this. All I do is, it's just like a puzzle. We have to get the main piece first. The main piece to the puzzle. We have to, and I'm the main piece to the puzzle. So I started off, and then you guys throwing your ideas. When you guys throwing your ideas, then we go from there. And that's what I do. But, my thing is this. I don't like to, when we doing the show, just like y'all show right here, DrinkChamps.
Yes, right.
I like to keep my shit raw and uncut.
Raw.
So, even like with the me and Conor McGregor, none of that was rehearsed. And we took that shit to the next level. None of that was rehearsed. And you gotta realize, just this year alone, with the 2 fights on the table. And the numbers are up there high. And the numbers up, what we're talking about right now, my numbers, of course, can be somewhere upwards of 600 million. And we talking about, and then, like I said before, I even talked about fighting Khabib and Conor in the same day. I'll fight one in the daytime. I'll fight Khabib in the daytime, and I'll fight Conor at night.
It's the after party?
And no, I'll fight Conor at night, and then
Separate states?
no, same place.
You do separate states.
No, same. No.
Come on, man.
No, you gotta realize, when you're doing it like this, you gotta say which country.
Right, yeah.
So
we international, what you doing?
Yeah. So which country we gonna do it in? But y'all can give me but for that, you give me a flat fee, and then on pay-per-view, you pay one fee.
Right.
You pay one fee, probably $250, $250, and you get to see both fights.
Right. But you ain't. I'm gonna be honest. As one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans,
And I want to say
I
thanks.
don't want you to fight no more. I don't
No,
want you to have an exhibition.
No.
But
the exhibition.
Was it Girl Collection? I just wanted you to hang out in Girl Collection. I want you to wrap it up.
But these boys is easy.
I'm just saying.
It is easy.
I'm just saying.
Sip that. Sip that. Okay, that's a sip. No. Let me light that blunt for you.
No. You gonna light the blunt for me? I thought you was gonna light the blunt.
Weed is legal
That's
today.
Smoke Champs.
Make some noise for this goddamn.
Weed is legal where I live at.
Yes.
Now check this
And
out.
it's legal here. Yes.
Now hit that right quick.
Okay. Yes, sir.
He said, "Hit that real quick."
Now, that blunt was Conor McGregor. That drink was Khabib.
Salute to Iron Billy.
Take this down.
That's so easy. So easy. It's so easy.
Now, I'm just saying, Floyd, I'm just being honest. Yo,
But I want to.
you gave so much to the sport. You gave so much to black people. You gave so much to people that come from the ghetto. That can say, you know what, I can start from here and I can end here.
Yes.
So you know what, as a person that I protect you.
But I'm a businessman now.
I know.
See, these are not fights. It's called entertainment.
Jesus,
This is called
I
entertainment.
can't argue with this at all. I ain't gonna argue. I can't.
But for real, I gotta really say, because a lot of times I do these interviews, and I don't really talk about, my right hand man. So I must talk about the Harlem Hot Boy, aka P Rilla.
That's my nigga. Damn,
Because a lot of people don't know, he's behind the scenes. He's behind the scenes, and he make a lot of shit happen.
Goddamn.
And he don't never.
Great nigga.
He's never came to me once and said, you know what? Give me props, and he good.
Yeah.
But and he put a lot of power. He put a lot of deals together for me. You know what I'm saying? Even like deals overseas. I'm talking about. Like the exhibition.
The exhibition, I'm about to say.
And we talked about on social media, we talked about 9 million, but actually he got me more than that. Actually for the exhibition. And we talked about, and y'all seen what I did.
I ain't gonna front that. He wasn't ready for you. That the exhibition dude, I don't know.
You gotta do that in the Kevin Hart voice. He wasn't ready.
And I'm nervous. I'm like, who the fuck is my nigga fighting? This is,
like I said before, like the Harlem Hot Boy, man.
Great dude.
Solid, man. Solid dude. Been with me about 15, 16 years. And just been solid. And he wasn't there just for the money. You know what I'm saying? When he put a deal together, he can put a deal together for $1 million and won't ask for one dime. So, like I said before, Loyalty is a lifestyle.
Goddamn.
Honestly, loyalty is really a lifestyle.
Goddamn.
So I fuck with people like that, and like I said before, he stay easy. 4 flat tires on the dump truck.
Goddamn, make some noise for that. Goddamn. And I ain't gonna lie, Floyd, you rolled through like an old school rapper from the 90s. You had about 6 trucks, a tour bus, 4 sprinters.
Yo, rap vehicles.
Hold up. Remember one thing. I was getting it in the 90s.
Goddamn it.
And the thing you said like this. You talking about, and we out here, where we at right now? What state is this?
This is with Miami.
I mean, we're in Miami. We're in, we can say what city we in. When the state we in is Florida, but the city is Miami. So we out here for the Super Bowl, right? I brought 50 people to the Super Bowl.
Goddamn, Floyd.
Yeah, he came out BMS
First of
style.
all, who's winning the Super Bowl?
It's gonna be a tough one. It's 50-50. Everybody got their own.
Yo, salute to Iron Billy, salute to Divine Entertainment, salute to everybody that came through earlier, man. I appreciate y'all being here today. Unfortunately, my battery power on the phone is not too high, so what I'm gonna do with it, I'm just gonna have to fast forward it a little bit to like the last. So, you know what I mean? So we could get at least like the ending part. I apologize. I didn't know that the interview was gonna last this long. I swear to God, I had no idea. I had no idea it was gonna last this long, y'all. Word is born. But yeah, let's see where we at. Let's see, right about here should be good.
Black people, for boxing, you've transcended, you've done things that showed people from our culture that we can be there. Like, from you, like I said, I went through all your fights. I really watched from the beginning. Like, I really was just there. Like, I don't want to say like I was just there. Like my farm.
Like I said, your Spanish background. Yeah. That's what the Spanish people do.
Yeah, and my father made sure I watched. I don't know why, and I've always saw you. And from where you were to where you at, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a blessing. I mean, my thing is, I don't take nothing for granted.
Right.
I don't take nothing for granted.
Right.
Even though I pop a lot of shit and talk a lot of shit,
Right.
I don't take nothing for granted. My thing is, I hurt. If my mother ain't having the best day, or, if my dad ain't, even like my dad, his memory is not the same. And that could come from boxing. But at the end of the day, do it hurt? Yeah, absolutely. So every day is not a great day for me, but the only thing I do is pray about it and hope for the best. That's the only thing I can do.
Human, man.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Word.
But like I said, it's just that I only want to. My thing every day is I must take care of my home first.
Right.
A lot of times people like, oh, did you get back to this, or did you do this or do that? Listen, I gotta take care of my own first.
Motherfucking right.
Mm-hmm.
We be mad at you for that.
I'm not gonna go out. I'm not saying that I'm not going to donate or give back, but I gotta make sure that my home is taken care of first.
Goddamn.
Always. And I'm always going to push my kids to be the best that they can be. And I'm always going to tell them, if something don't work over there, let's move to the next.
All right.
If that don't work, let's move to the next. I'm always going to love you, unconditional, and I'm always going to be happy for you. If music ain't for him, then guess what? It's okay. We move to something else. If that's not, we gonna keep trying till we find our niche.
Goddamn. That's how I feel. I'm gonna wash my hands. We'll take a picture of some drops, and that's it.
All right.
Yo, goddamn. Thank you so much. Yeah, please. I'm gonna wash.
That was dope. That was dope. That was a good interview, for Floyd Mayweather, for the man that he is, how he talk his junk, He pretty much touched on everything that been going on with him, They spoke about the Conor McGregor thing, there's a possibility there might be a second fight. They spoke about the 50 Cent thing. He says that he don't know why him. I feel like he knows why 50 Cent is bashing him. He just don't want to say nothing. Now, my opinion on why 50 Cent is mad at him, the only opinion that I have on that is that I think this is what I think. I think that when 50 and Floyd were cool, because at one point they were best friends, right? When they were cool as hell, right? I think that 50 asked Floyd to put him down on game with this boxing thing. Because 50 is the type of person that he wants to be, if he's around somebody that's richer than him, he wants to learn off of that person. Because 50 done said this a bunch of times. 50 done said this. 50 done said this a million times. 50 done said, don't hang around people that are broke, or don't hang around people that don't know nothing, because you what are you gonna get from that? You can't get nothing from somebody that's broke and don't know shit. Like you ain't gonna know, you ain't gonna learn nothing from them. What can you learn from them? Nothing. You're just wasting your time. 50 always been saying this. 50 has always been saying that, basically, that try to be around people that have more money than you, is more better off than you, so you can learn off of them. So what I think was, when he was best buddies with Floyd, Floyd wasn't giving him advice on how to build a good company, like how he has TMT, which makes like almost $1 billion every other year or something like that, or every year or something. And I feel like that's probably why 50 is mad at him now, because he's like, damn, this guy kind of selfish and doesn't want me to make money. This game is big enough for all of us to make money. Why doesn't he want to show me how to make money in his company? Well, the thing is that it's not. You feel me? In this boxing game, Floyd Mayweather is like, he's like, he's like, if not number one, he's like number two when it comes to making mad money. Besides, the elite, the people that's up there. We're not talking about them though. Of course, they're number one. I'm talking about the people after the elites. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people like Floyd, just regular people that wasn't born rich, that wasn't born into the lifestyle. That when they were born, they was broke and didn't have nothing, but somehow now they're rich as fuck. You feel me? So I guess Floyd looking at it like, I can't teach you everything that I know, because then you're gonna be my competition. And if you're my competition, then I'm gonna be losing out on money. Why would I teach you everything so then you can build a bigger empire than me? And then you come up with some production company with paper, you do some type of pay-per-view thing where now companies are going to you and they're not coming to me no more. So I end up losing on $500 million a year because I put you down on game. And then you do some Diego and blow. Like, y'all always mention this because this is the best example. Y'all ever seen the movie Blow with Boston George, Johnny Depp? One of my favorite movies. Well, in that movie, right, Johnny Depp plays a character called Boston George, which he sold a lot of bud and blow. And in the movie, his best friend, his name was Diego. Diego kept bugging him about wanting to connect. He kept bugging him and bugging him. Yo, why don't you want to give me the connect? I thought we were best friends. Finally, Boston George had enough. He said, that's what you want? You want him? And he gave him his name. He gave the guy his name. You know what Diego did? Diego turned around, took the connect behind Boston George back, and cutthroat. What cutthroat means is he went behind his friend's back and started making money with his connect and cut his boy, Boston George, completely out of the game. Completely. Started making so much money with the connect that not even the connect himself wanted to go back working with this guy because he's making so much more money with Diego. So can you blame Floyd for not teaching a man like 50 Cent the game? I think about it like, no, you can't blame him. Because it's a hustle. It's called hustle. Sometimes you can't give somebody your connect. No, you can't. Because they might turn around and cut through. And then at the end of the day, there's no going back. Once that person plays cutthroat on you, there's no going back. That's it. It's over. That person is gonna beat you. They're gonna make more money than you, and they're gonna cut you out the deal. Now you went from making this much money to making lower money than this guy. When this guy was just kissing your feet, now you gotta almost kiss his feet. Can you blame him? No, you can't. Freeway Ricky Ross, the ex drug dealer, right? The guy that did I think he did like 5 years, but he told on a bunch of police officers, so he ended up doing like a few years. This guy was making up to $3 million a day. His name is Freeway Ricky Ross. This is where Rick Ross got his name from, the Miami, Florida rapper. Well, Freeway, right, did an interview with a dude called EmZchozen1. Shout out to EmZchozen1. That's my dude. I follow him. Much respect to EmZchozen1. You know. And EmZchozen1 was interviewing him, and EmZchozen1 asked him about Floyd. He said, "Yo, what's up with you and Floyd?" Because at one point they was hanging around together a lot. What happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. This scenario that I just gave y'all happened to Floyd and Freeway, Ricky Ross. Freeway, just because this man is chilling with you, he's picking you up every day, he inviting you to his big mansion, he taking you out to eat, he got his butler serving you shrimp and calamari and all of this stuff. He thought that just because he knew this guy for a few weeks, he was really gonna teach him game and put him into the business. Knowing how some people in this game are cutthroat and you gotta be careful who you with. Why? Think about it. Why would Floyd Mayweather, right? Why would he want to teach a Freeway Ricky Ross the game? Why would he want to do that? Why would he want to give him his connect? Why? For what? So he can roll a dice to see if this guy's gonna make business with you or he's gonna cut your throat and pass you. No, you can't roll the dice because there's no going back. If that guy does you dirty, there's no going back. You feel me? So anyway, Emrek asked Rick Ross, the real Ricky Ross, what's up with the relationship? Ricky Ross says this. He says, "Well, I feel like Floyd was just using me for street cred." He said, "Why is that?" He said, "Because he was picking me up every day, we were chilling, and he said that he did something to him that he didn't like." He said, "What was that?" He said that he asked him about getting put on game. You know what Floyd Mayweather told Ricky Ross? He said, "You never take a nigga to your connect." And when Ricky Ross said that to Emrek, you should have seen the look on his face. This man looked like he was about to drop a tear. Like he was sad as hell. And I'm looking at this video like, bruh, you yourself was a hustler that made $3 million a day. You yourself know better than to give anybody your damn connect. You know better. So why would you expect for Floyd to give you his connect? Why? Because you're a big name drug dealer from back in the day. At the end of the day, you still told on a bunch of police officers. Don't you think the police officers got family? Don't you think they got kids and a wife and all of that? Don't you think they got family, that they had to take care of too? What, just because they police officers, they don't count? No, they're human beings, yo. You still told on people that they're still human beings. See, people got this shit like fucked up. Oh, I told on cops, so that doesn't count. No, them cops got families and kids too. Okay, even though they was crooked, okay, but you was crooked too. You was crooked because you was selling lots of drugs to your community, killing thousands and thousands of people. You was killing people that got kids. You know how many kids grew up in America without a mother or father because of Rick Ross drugs? Think about it like that. You see, when you break it down like that, you will understand. A lot of times, some people they will explain something. A lot of people they still don't understand. So sometimes you got to break it down. This is why I love doing what I do as a blogger because you might not understand me. Of course, I'm not a professor. I don't got a bachelor degree, associate's degree. I'm a hood dude that just happens to be a blogger, right? But I'm good at breaking stuff down to make you understand, make it better you understand what the fuck it is that I'm trying to talk about or what I'm explaining. You feel me? So yeah, anyway, at the end of the day, you never take nobody to your connect, bro. You know, unless if this man is your brother, like your blood brother. And even that, I've seen a blood brother. I'm talking about real brother, mother and I seen a brother go to his other brother house and basically kidnap his girl and do all this crazy stuff for a pound of regs. A pound of regs. If y'all know what regs is, that's boo boo. We call it boo boo. That is the low quality of bud. You know, the low quality. You got the regular, then you got the mids, and you got the highs, and then you got, the grade A. Hydro, purple haze, white widow. You know what I'm saying? Crippy. What else you got? Sour, sour. Those are the grade A. This man robbed his brother, his own blood brother, for a pound of boo boo rags that at that time was worth only $500. And he did all of this to his brother's wife. So sometimes even your own family you can't trust. So what makes you think that you're gonna give somebody that you just been chilling with for a few weeks, you're a connect of something that took you so many years to build and get through this money? Can you imagine what Floyd Mayweather went through to get to where he's at right now? He had to beat how many people? 50 people? You know what I'm saying? And don't you think he probably took some losses? I'm pretty sure Floyd done took a whole lot of losses. He just not gonna say it, but I'm pretty sure Floyd took a lot of losses. He lost a lot of millions before he got to the millions. You know, he probably lost a lot of millions. Then he won certain fights, and he learned from his mistakes and did it better. And now he got to the point where he owns a big company called Money Mayweather Productions, and this company makes 100% revenue of pay-per-view and whatever it is from the people they work with. And you can't just hand something like that down to somebody that you just met. It is what it is. You know? Where we at? Never give out your best cards. Never. 100.